Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we are going to discuss about Roman society, salient features of Roman society. As you know, be it the monarchy part or be it the republican part, that means the ancient Roman society, it was divided into three sections, three classes. We can call it as three classes. The first class was that was upper class, and then it was middle class, and lastly it was lower class. In the upper class, it consists of rulers, the noblemen, the senators, and the knights, and topmost bureaucrats. In this section, it was collectively called as patricians. That means patricians was the uppermost class. This class of patricians, they had all sorts of luxuries, all sorts of comfort. They had all powers vested in these people. And as you know, the Senate, which was in which all the big decisions were taken, the participants, the people which were able to represent the people, that were only petitioners. These lower two classes, they were not allowed in the Senate. So the decision making power, it was in the hands of these petitioners, in the hands of the petitioners. The education, this, the easy means of education, access to the education, that was also restricted to these petitioners. And the next class, it was middle class. In the middle class consisted of these mostly bureaucracy, traders, and teachers, professors, and these people, priests, they were included in this middle class, and they were collectively known as plebeians. These plebeians were not initially allowed to send their representatives to the Senate, but later, in after these with conflict with these petitions, as these plebeians were the people who were fighting in the wars for the for this empire. They were mostly soldiers, so they raised their voice. They revolted against these petitioners, that they should be allowed to send their representatives for the Senate. And also they had not equal rights in the society. One example, that they could not marry any woman of this upper class. So in 449 BC, they were allowed, which is called as a conflict of orders. And after that, it was decided that they would be given powers to send their representatives for the Senate. And also they were allowed to marry the women of upper class. And last class, it was lower class. The people of lower class, in this lower class, it consisted of mainly laborers and the people which were unskilled people, and also it consists of slaves. And as you know, the institution of slavery in Roman society was too much advanced. Inshallah, we will discuss about the institution of slavery in next class. So till then, you may note this point, that these were included in this lower class. They were collectively known as this lower class. They were collectively known as humilores. So they had very little access to the sorts of luxuries, sorts of comforts. They had to work day and night for these particularly this upper class. And as they were tax giving people, they were earning people, but had a little freedom in the society. This was a brief picture of these three classes. Then next, it is family. Their family was patriarchal family. This was patriarchal. That means all the powers were vested in the hands of the father. Father was the hand of the family. It were nuclear families. That when people, father, mother, and with children, they were living in one single family, and there was no concept of joint family. And this one father was so powerful so powerful that he can sell his unwanted children in the form of slaves. This was the basic unit. Family was the basic unit, and this was the picture of their family. And next, it is the stats of women. Generally, these women enjoyed a good status in the society, in the Roman society. Their marriageable age, it was considered for women around 16 years, and for the men it was 23 years. There was the concept of there was the institution of dowry, and later in these. Women could sell their property. Women could sell their property. They had their rights that they could sell their property. Education, as far as the education is concerned, though the percentage of education was too much low as compared to these days. However, the literally this education of males was around 20%, and females it was only 10%. But the bureaucracy, they had a little more education in the society, though there were little means of education. People had not too much facilities of education. They mostly teachers would teach the students in their own homes, but still, as compared to other civilizations, other empires at that time, Romans had good percentage of good average of their education. And last, it is the amusements. It will be very interesting. It is very interesting that half of their calendar, half of this day of the year were reserved for the amusements. They were such making people that 176 days of the year were reserved for these festivals. And the main amusements of theirs was that was dancing, horse riding, it was circus, and it was dancing. Even, even, even the slaves were put before ferocious animals, and these animals would curse them. These animals would kill them. They would hurt them. They would injure them, and these people would enjoy this as merry making. They were also fond of dresses. They would wear very fashionable dresses. Various types of clothes were arranged for the people. Inshallah, in the next lecture, we will discuss about the economic conditions of these Roman people, and also the institution of slavery. Till then, it is Assalamu alaikum.